Welcome to NuttieBuddie Entertainment. The Ugly. Ew!
All for me.
Okay, perfect. Let's go into the ugly. Let's start with Brian. Let's get your ugly first.
Okay. I did not like the CGI for the Hulk.
Is it your TV though? Do you need to borrow my TV?
Yeah, maybe I do.
Clearly, it's his TV.
It's
just
not
scrap this
grainy
from the
enough.
record.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I did not like the veins that were like pulsating through his chest. It felt like his skin was about to rip out like at any moment. It was just too tight.
Okay,
I don't know.
How did you feel about the moment when he's like on the table and his shoulder like cracks and like expands?
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
I mean, that wasn't bad, but it's that last fight sequence and then with Abomination, it was just like CGI was not there yet to like have it completely be there. It had to be dark. It had to be raining. You know, they had to kind of muck up everything to like get it to look a little bit decent. But yeah, I don't know. I think they do a better job with the Hulk now, and maybe that's why I don't like this Hulk as much, just because like it just looks so unrealistic. So
I can't disagree with you more, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know. I like the Hulk and how he looks in this movie. I'm just like, man, that is a monster. That is a beast right there. And it's all his strength. He's just so strong. I'm just like, his veins are popping out. You can see his abdomen, his abs. Can wash some laundry with those abs. I'm just like, man, that I don't know. I love the look.
That's why I said it's kind of like it's like two coins to me, because that end sequence is very just drab. But I feel like even the Abomination, when he like finally turns into him and you see like the spikes come out of his spine, like that was great. I thought that was really good. Like that CGI was like solid and looked cool and things. But yeah, I don't disagree. Again, this goes to what I've said a million times now. Like I would love to see a full Hulk movie today. Like give me that now.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair, maybe that's why I do like Edward Norton's Hulk a little better, is he did get his own solo movie to expound on his character a little more than like just being a side character in the last, all the other movies.
Yeah, or like a side character, and I know because you kind of said that before, but also like a punchline sometimes, which like is fine for some things, like the whole Loki, like Brian was saying, like smashing Loki. That's a great punchline. Love that. But like, let him be like the literal, like, insanely strong, can't kill superhero once in a while, because they kind of nerfed that. Like, anyways, that's whatever. But
yeah. I am. So what? One of my uglies then. Oh, actually, let's get yours first, Brandon. You got an ugly?
Oh man, I don't, again, I like everything. I'm just easy to please. I don't necessarily have like an ugly where I'm like, oh, that was horrible. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I mean, other than, you know what, ugly, just the continuation of not having the same character being the Hulk is just, it makes my brain angry. It makes me want to smash.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, your Hulk is coming out, your inner Hulk. I'm with you there. Actually, that's one of my uglies is that Norton or the Hulk that they used in this movie, they used beyond this movie. So that's an ugly to me, because I did like his Bruce Banner. I did like the Hulk. The other thing is what we talk about nerfing, so to speak. The more angry Hulk gets, the more stronger he gets. And that's one thing I like that this movie kind of portrayed. You could tell at first, like when he was fighting Abomination was stronger than him, but then he ended up like becoming stronger than the Abomination, because that's how the Hulk works. But like in the movies, he doesn't really do that. I know that he has that one scene in Ultron, Age of Ultron, where like Wanda messes with his mind and he goes all berserk, which I view as different. But like he should, like the scene with Thanos kicking his butt. I get why they did that. They wanted to establish Thanos, and I love Thanos. But the Hulk, it should have been more of a fight. That's all I have to say, because the Hulk should have got stronger the more he was getting hit, and they kind of just like, no, he's done. So that's one thing that I just that's an ugly for me, because I wish they would have continued with the character and kept his power the same throughout the MCU.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, any other ugly, Brian?
Yeah, my other ugly is we got introduced to a lot of cool characters, and I guess we're getting Abomination back, and he was introduced back into this, which is good. But I think the main thing is the character with the other scientists, Mr. Blue,
the leader. Yeah,
the leader. Not being able to see him more in this, I mean, we got some really cool like introductions to stuff, and we never really got to see that more inside the MCU. So that was kind of just it's just been a disappointment. I wish we would have expanded off of that, and then also got another Hulk movie that, you know, could do it justice, so we could actually get more of like an expanded universe for him. But we got She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, a theory I was reading about was that like She-Hulk is kind of like the testing grounds to see if we can get more Hulk content. So let's go.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, and I agree 100% with you guys, though. It's like, as far as not keeping the cast, at least like the characters that they introduced, including like, I don't even like how they so far, like how the Abomination looks in like Shang-Chi or even in She-Hulk. I like this look way better.
What's the difference? He's
got like flappy ears.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He kind of looks like the old school, like it's like the old school horror movie monster. The like, the Lagoon guy, right?
Yeah.
Then it just jumped out of my brain, but yeah.
Yeah. So
I still think it's a variant. I'm going to subscribe to that theory that there's variants, and that we're going to get both Bruce Banners in one show at one time via Loki in the multiverse.
That would be something.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay, I have another ugly as well. So Tony Stark, I mentioned that it was that he showed up, but he kind of teased something that I thought we were going to get, which we didn't get, which is sort of how the comic books go, is like the Avengers is at times have to go after the Hulk, right? There's actually like an animated movie about it. And I really wish, because he kind of implied that we got a team to go after this guy. That's what was implied in the bar. So I'm like, oh, we are going to get an Avengers versus the Hulk movie. That's what we're going to get. Where he probably wouldn't be the bad guy throughout the whole movie, but that's who they'd go after at first. And we didn't get that. It was teased to us. We didn't get it. So that's an ugly for me. And then finally, I'm just going to add this too, is just the breakup between Ed Norton and in the MCU. That was pretty messy. I was reading some articles about it. It's basically, they promised him some sort of creative process with the two movies, and they didn't want him to keep it. Basically, they didn't like where he was going with it, even though they did at first. They're like, yeah, tell this story. And then they're like, no, we don't want to go that way. In fact, apparently he wrote a lot of dialogue in this movie that they didn't even use. They like cut it all out at the end. So I could understand maybe why he didn't want to work with them anymore.
You mean the same issues we're having nowadays with finding directors for these movies?
Yeah. So you got to rehire the same director that did the first Eternals for the second Eternals, because the first Eternals was so great. But anyway, that
it wasn't that bad. No, I'm just
we don't have enough time tonight.
No,
this.
We can't do a review on that too. Okay, any other uglies, guys?
No, that was it for me.
Okay, so let's just really quick talk about changes. Any changes that you... Thanks so much for listening to our review of this movie, doing the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let us know in the comments below, what is your great, good, bad, and ugly, or if you have a problem with one of ours, or even if you agree with us. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out our podcast in one of the links below. Also, follow me on Instagram at NuttieBuddie_Entertainment. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys soon.